Alright, now we're just going to run through some basic functions on the SAM4's ER180T. You'll notice the function buttons are located around the outside of the keyboard. We'll first look at the void function. If we enter a sale, for example $25 to Department 1, 2500, Department 1. If we've entered that incorrectly or the customer does not want that item anymore, we simply press void on our key, and you'll notice on the customer display it is now minus the $25. We can prove that by pressing subtotal, and we have a zero balance. You may now cash out the sale for a zero sum. We return the receipt. You may also find that a customer cannot pay, or in your initial operations you might just want to start again. This is where the cancel button comes in. We might enter $25 again to Department 1, $2 to Department 2, and subtotal. We have a subtotal of $27. If for some reason the sale cannot proceed, we simply press the cancel button, and it's as though the sale never happened. And you'll notice that the display comes back to 0.00. The other major function is doing a return or a refund. Here we use the return button. This is used anytime outside of a sale. For example, if a customer comes back and returns product for a refund of cash, you enter it exactly like entering a sale, but we press return first. So we press the return button, we enter $25, Department 1. If we look at the display, we notice there is a minus symbol now. If the customer would like a refund in cash, we simply press cash, and $25 is shown to give to the customer. The clear button on the cash register stops the cash register beeping at any time. For example, if we enter something out of sequence, like pressing a function button without a number beforehand, the cash register will beep. It will display E00 on the screen, which means a sequence error. Clear will remove the beeping. The final thing we would like to show you is how to do an end of day report. To do that, we need to turn the key around to the Z position, like so. Now we press 1 on the keypad, followed by a subtotal. You will notice the drawer opens for you to count your cash, and a summary of your day's sales will print out of the receipt. Okay, we are about to commence our lesson on description programming in the cash register. Descriptions can be placed on our department buttons, numbered 1 to 16, for example, sales departments of food and drinks. Also, you can program your receipt header lines in the ER180T, for example your shop name on the top of the receipt, followed by your ABN number and the words tax invoice. If we turn to our quick setup guide, which can be downloaded from the HotPOS Help website, you'll notice that the descriptions are located in different categories. Looking at the first line there, the department, you'll notice it's under address 1. Now address 1 means we're going to program a department. The numbers to the right of that under the number column show us the number of the department we're going to program. For example, if we're going to make drinks, department 1, we would use address 1 followed by the numbers 0001. For food, again we would use address 1, but we're going to put that to department 2, so our number would be 10002. In like manner, for the receipt header, you'll notice that the address is 3, and we have some numbers 0001 to 0006 on the right hand side of that. This tells us that there are 6 lines available on the top of our receipt to program our receipt header. If we put our shop name on line 1, the programming sequence would start with 30001, For line 2, it would be 30002, and so forth. Now we're going to learn how to program the descriptions on our department buttons and how to put our logo into the cash register. The first thing we need to do is move our key from the register position to the program position on the key lock. We do so by turning it clockwise until the key is pointing at PGM on the key lock. The next step is to move to our keyboard. We're going to be programming in drinks into department key 1 and food into department key 2. To do that, we need the numerical keys and some function keys like subtotal and cash. Here is the sequence for programming drinks into department 1. On our numerical keys, we type 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 and press the subtotal button. Then we enter the description using the letters marked on the bottom of the department keys, much in the same manner and style as an old mobile phone. We have 3 letters on each key. A single press will get you the first letter, 2 presses will get you the second letter, and 3 presses will select the third letter. So now we'll program in drinks. The D is on the 9 key. On the first letter, we press that once. R is on the 3 key and is the third letter. We press that 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I is on the 2 key and the third letter. We press that 3 times. 1, 2, 3. N is on the 10 key and the second letter. We press that twice. 1, 2. And K is on the 6 key, the second letter, we press that twice. And S is on the 3 key, it is the 4th letter, we press that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll notice, even though we're pressing the buttons and you're getting a confirmation beep on the press, nothing is really changing on the operator display. Don't worry about that, just ensure you hear the beep after each press for confirmation. We then press the subtotal button to finish and cash to finish our description programming. You'll receive a printout from the printer and it will signify that you have successfully changed your Department 1 to drinks. We will now do food on Department 2 in the same manner. We move now back to our numerical keys and we type 2, 0, 0, 0, 1, subtotal. Then we enter in food using the same method as drinks. We enter F, which is the 3rd key on the 9 button. 1, 2, 3. Then moving down to the 10, O is the 3rd letter. 1, 2, 3. We then wait half a second because we need O again, and then we enter again. 1, 2, 3. And then moving back to the 9 key, D is the 1st letter. We press once, D, subtotal to finish, and cash to exit programming. Again, we will see a printout saying that you've successfully, on Department 2, allocated the name food. We will now move to programming in the first line as an example on your receipt for your name at the top of the receipt. We're going to call this shop ABC. We keep the key in the programming position. We then type in the sequence 3, 0, 0, 0, 1. The 1 in this case signifies the first line of the receipt. If we were programming receipt line 2, we would use 3, 0, 0, 0, 2. We then press subtotal and we enter our characters in the same method as the department description programming as in an old mobile phone style. We're going to call our shop ABC. We look for the S key for shop, which is the fourth key on the button 3, and we press 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the H is the second letter on the 2 button. We press twice. O, third letter on the 10 button. We press 3 times. P is the first letter on the 3 key. We press once. Space is located down on the tax button. We press that once. Then our shop name ABC, we simply go to the 5 key and we press A, being the first letter, once. We wait half a second as B is on the same key, which we press twice. We wait half a second again for C, which is the third letter on the same button. 1, 2, 3. We then finalise on subtotal, and we exit programming by pressing the cash button. On your printout now, you will see that you've successfully put shop ABC as your shop name on the first line of the receipt.